moment in theater. Tickets and information on how Kimmel Cultural Campus plans to keep you safe, including the current proof of vaccination and mask requirements, are available at kimmelculturalcampus.org.
Morning, it's Pix 106.
Hey, good morning, man. I'm going to have him in a minute. Rick Wakeman.
Yeah.
Awesome.
hang on.
All right, let me smoke up. You want to smoke up for Ricky?
Well, I think he's sober, Cantara. You're being very rude.
But the music and the weed, you know that.
Yes. See what I did there? See what I did there, everybody?
I have Rick here.
Sounds good.
Hi.
Hi, Rick.
Rick Wakeman.
How are you?
Hey, I'm all right. How are you?
We're great. Thanks for being on the show again. I'm Quinn. That's Cantara. Rick Wakeman, legendary keyboardist from Yes, everybody.
But now promoting the grumpy old rock star tour. You're not a grumpy fella, are you, Rick?
Yeah, I am. I mean, listen, after the last 2 years, if you're not grumpy, there's something wrong with you. I mean, I'm grumpy, but grumpy is funny. Grumpy is when you actually look at something and you complain about something, but then you start laughing. I think that's what it is. And so, yeah, I'm grumpy, and I think everybody should be. I think everybody's grumpy, really.
He's grumpy. He's also been homeless. You've been homeless, right, Rick? I'm reading that you've been homeless back in the day.
Yeah. I've spent my odd night on a park bench, and dossing on people's floors. Yeah, I mean that's called 4 divorces. I mean these things happen. You know, but you know, I think the most important thing about anything is I could look back on those periods of time and I don't look upon them in a bad way. I mean, it wasn't a lengthy period of time. It was the odd night, the odd few days here and there.
But you go and you meet the Queen of England. Was that before or after you were homeless? Was that after?
This will be. I was trying to think when exactly. This would have been the early 80s, 1980, 81, somewhere around about that period of time.
You've just been through everything, and that was my point. It's very interesting.
And you were the hit at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a few years back. Can you do me a favor, Rick? Can you explain what's going on with Yes? Are there 2 yeses in my world?
I think there's about 6.
So you have nothing to do with Yes now?
No, I mean ARW. We did our tours, which we really enjoyed. If there's any more, I don't know. I've not been told anything at the moment. That's and Steve Howe and Alan White, Steve who basically runs the official Yes as it's called. I mean. You know, as long as a band, whoever it might be, is out there playing Yes music and people want to go and see them and are happy, then I don't see anything wrong with that, really. There's so many bands now that obviously don't have original lineups because either people have passed on or they're just not capable of playing anymore. And that's going to happen. You're going to be hard pushed to find bands from the 70s, the 60s and 70s, where all the original members are alive and still playing.
Oh, yeah. We get that.
Yeah.
Especially post-COVID.
Yeah. Trust me, we know you have a lot of love for your Yes days, no question.
But I was just confused, because to me, you're a Yes, and I don't think I'd go see Yes without you in those outfits. I just don't think I'd do it.
Well, that's kind. I appreciate that. I mean, I love my every time I walked on stage in a Yes lineup. Because I love the music, I love performing, and all the lineups that I've been in with Yes, the standard of musicianship has been so high. It's just been a pleasure to be up on the stage with them. So yeah, they'll always be very special to me.
If you follow the secret society world, Cantara, Mr. Rick Wakeman is at least I'm reading here, he's a member of the Freemasons as well. Are you a Knights Templar member?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Which one is that?
That's like the Dan Brown movies with Tom Hanks. That's some deep stuff. What? I mean, you must know stuff that nobody knows.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm a very proud. Well, going back to you first, I'm a very proud Freemason. I've got what's lovingly known as Grand Rank.
Come on.
And also, but then I also, after so many years, you can apply to be a Knight Templar and go through all of that. And it was something that my father wanted to do, be a Knight Templar, and it is fantastic. I mean, the pictures you see of Knight Templars, which you can look at online with the white sort of smock and the red cross at the front and all the bits and pieces, that's still the same. And the thing that's great fun. I mean, I can legally in England, I wouldn't do it, of course. I have an official sword, and I could actually walk down anywhere, any street in the UK, brandishing my sword on the pretense that I'm protecting the faith of England.
Right.
That's a little bit like what Trump said about shooting someone in New York City, Rick. Be careful. That's a little Trump.
Yeah, I know.
Rick
I think even though I could legally do that, in the same way that I'm a freeman of the City of London, and I can legally walk my flock of sheep across London Bridge, but I don't have a flock of sheep, and I think that the city police would undoubtedly arrest me if I tried to do it. I mean, there's lots of wonderful, quirkish things, but it's all part of English heritage, which I love. So I think there's only about 800 Knight Templars as there is, so it's pretty cool to be one of them.
You're a rock and roll star and a Knight Templar.
That's pretty
it's
amazing.
Rick Wakeman, who's on the Grumpy Old Rock Star tour. It's hitting North America. It's in Mass. It's in New Hampshire. It's right across the border of Northampton. It's here in New York. What are we going to get at these shows? Are we getting original stuff? Are we getting some Yes stuff worked in there? What do we get, Rick?
Yeah, I'll get a mixture. You'll get a mixture. There'll be some Yes stuff. There'll be some of my stuff. There'll be some stuff from people that I've worked with, like David Bowie, Cat Stevens, and a few others. And then in between there'll be the usual sprinkling of completely ridiculous stories that I claim are true. And in fact, most of them are, to be honest with you. They're that ridiculous. So it's an evening, of sort of fun. Hopefully people come and have a good time, have a laugh, maybe shed a tear. I just want people to go home happy, having had a nice night.
Awesome. I feel like if Rick Wakeman got up on stage and said he'd fought a dragon, people would believe it and want to hear about it.
Exactly.
Yes is Rick Wakeman, his own man, Rick Wakeman.
Good luck with the tour. We love talking to you. Stay healthy, man, and keep making the music.
Thank you ever so much. Speak to you again soon, I hope.
Take care.
Sounds
Rick.
great. Rick Wakeman, everybody. It's Quinn and Cantara, Pix 106.